Hello, friends, and welcome to another video lesson from BBOS Talks. If you haven't subscribed yet, please click subscribe and click the bell so that you can be notified of new uploads. This video is in the playlist called Derive Data in SQL, and we'll be learning this time how to convert to a different unit in SQL. It could be like from an English system to a metric or SI, or either also vice versa. Okay, so let's first look at the contents of the table that we have been using for some time, the employees table. So select asterisk from employees table. A couple of rows are in there, and for this video, for the purpose of this video, I added a column there called weight at the very end. So you'll notice there's a column called weight. So the weight value here is in kilograms. You have values like 61, 60, 65, and they are in kg, kilograms. And the intent of this video is for you to show you how you can derive data by converting a unit, a value from one unit to another using SQL. All right. So there's no special function that will be used, but simply just, basic knowledge of mathematics. Okay. So if I will just narrow down that query to specific columns, I will do this. Select surname, given name, weight, and from employees. Okay, so that we just focus on a few columns and it's more readable for you. Right, again, so the last column there is weight, which is in kilograms. Note that if we want to display a numeric value alongside this, let's say we want to convert all these values of weight to some other unit, then we will write an expression, and that's to derive that value. All right. So first things first, we know that maybe not everybody knows, but those who know, and Google can be your friend also, the conversion of kilograms to pounds is something like this, 2.205 approximately. Okay, so 1 kg is approximately 2.205 pounds. The pounds, the abbreviation for this is LB, or LB is the singular and LBS is the plural. Okay, so just take note of that. The conversion is 1 equals 2.205 of the pounds. Now, if we can just refresh ourselves with the mathematics of this thing, what will happen here is, what I'm going to do later on is to multiply this kilogram value by 2.205 to make it into pounds. But how did I come up with that idea? It is from this. I will just first put it in here. So we know that 1 kg equals 2.205 pounds. All right. So that means this on the left side of the equal sign is equal to the one on the right side. They're equal. So that means they are equal. Something that is divided by itself, because they're equal anyway, it's like 1. Something divided by itself is 1. And remember, these two are equivalent. Okay, it's like saying 10 equals 5 plus 5. That is why it's an equation. The one on the left is equal to the one on the right. So why am I saying this? Because we will be doing this, using this relationship as a multiplier or a factor. So that's the one on the right side here. So 2.205 pounds per 1 kilogram. Why? Because this is equivalent to this. And when you divide this 2.205 pounds by 1 kilogram, it's just the same as 1. It's 1 actually, because they're equivalent. So any value in mathematics, any value multiplied by 1 will not change. If you remember, that's identity element. So any value multiplied by 1 doesn't change its value. So that's the idea of this thing. But in effect, we're actually doing a conversion without changing its value. Okay, so that's the whole idea behind this thing. So whatever is the value right now, you've seen that the values in the employees table are in kilograms. So we are gonna be using this thing here, this multiplier here, to convert the values into pounds. All right. So now that I believe you have it a bit clear, we can now modify the SQL statement to be something like this. So what I did was, I want to display the original value, which is weight. The column is called weight, and I'll just put an alias there for better understanding. I gave it an alias of weight or WT in kg, meaning that value is in kilograms. And then alongside that is the converted value, derived value, if you will. And I'm using this formula, which I've just earlier explained to you how I came upon this idea, which is this part over here. So I multiplied it by 2.205. Of course, any value divided by 1 doesn't change anything. So you can just ignore this one here. So the weight in kg multiplied by 2.205 will give it the value in pounds. And I also gave an alias here, just to avoid any confusion. The alias here is a weight in pounds. So here you have weight in kilograms, comma, the next column is weight in pounds. Okay, let's execute this. So now you see an extra column on the rightmost, and that is, I have also used aliases, if you remember. So the third column is called weight in kilograms, which is because they are indeed in kilogram values or in units of kilogram. While the fourth column, which is, you can call it the pseudo column, it doesn't really exist in the table, has been given an alias of weight in pounds. And we came with these values, it was derived because of this expression over here, which is multiplying the values of kilogram here by 2.205 for each row. So this times 2.205 becomes this 134, this becomes 132, etc. All right, so we have done a conversion of a unit, of a value from one unit to another. In this case, from metric to English system, from kilograms to pounds. And you can do it any which way you want it. It could be vice versa, from metric to English, English to metric, English to SI, metric to SI. It doesn't matter. Okay, the same principle can be used. But the takeaway from this video, same as for the other videos in this same playlist, is that you can derive data, and that data doesn't necessarily have to come from a column of a table. Just as in this case, we have a pseudo column called weight in pounds, which if you actually look at the table called employees, it doesn't really have a column called weight in pounds. The weight in kilograms is simply an alias for the column here called weight. But there is no such column called weight in pounds. And what I just did is to have that expression that is doing the calculation, the conversion of the value of weight in kilograms into pounds, and then displaying it dynamically, doing that processing for each row and converting it from kilograms to pounds and displaying it to you with an alias. Okay, that's it. So I hope we learned something from this one. And like I said, the takeaway is the same as for the other videos in this same playlist. It is the methods, the ways we can derive data from existing data. Thank you for watching and listening. If you haven't subscribed yet, please click subscribe and click the bell. I'll be seeing you in the next video.